you showing goodness, graciousness, gracious. Love it when you stop it 'cause it's goodness, gracious,
Retro.
gracious. Love it when you start, you showing goodness, graciousness, gracious.
It's first off, I'm gonna need to know real quick because from your side of things, first off, there is the project that you said you're having with school. Um, you're having and you chose artwork. Tell us a little bit, walk us through on it. How has that been going, and what is it all about?
So yeah, basically, I have a art competition in my school where you have to just draw an urban environment with like blend it with nature.
That's the theme of the project.
Yeah, exactly. And so I just sketched like a nice Japan like scenery with green trees and like leaves in the background.
I literally saw that. I was like, hold on a second. Did you see it somewhere, or did you just brought it out of your own mind? Because it's actually incredible.
No, I've got to give some credits. I actually saw it from somewhere, but I then had to like blend it and like make it mine. Like so.
Create your own version, so to speak.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting. I was like, the detail of it was quite terrific, to be honest. It was really good. Wow. But it's incredible being able to sketch this well, because then you would have to think that it opens so much doors for you, as in to be an illustrator, so to speak. Because you're also good. That's one thing too. Like, you're also good with sketching faces as well, and now you're more into realism, which is incredible. This is definitely something I have to learn.
Accidentally, by the
Accidentally?
yeah.
How you came across that like
I'm trying to like make like comic book type of art style,
yeah.
like Marvel's type of comic book art style, but like it ended up turning into realism. Like I was looking for tutorials.
Yeah.
None of them like could help me, so I just decided to just go for realism to like start me off or something.
And then you just saw that you were like, holy smokes, I actually did like a realism piece.
Yeah, basically.
As well. Only thing I would say though is having this type of talent, or one thing I would say, that don't be a tattoo artist. Whatever the case may be, you could be an architecture, be like a comic book illustrator, but when it comes to tattoos, nah, we ain't doing that. But yeah, it's
By the way, I gotta teach you how to draw a face.
definitely. I am very eager to learn. Would have to definitely make time for that.
Yeah.
We definitely have to make time for that. I'm definitely in on it. But I want to know, like, Stranger Things, right? Season finale, and it's like the last show that this guys came out with. What were your thoughts on it personally?
I mean, for some it was not satisfying, but like for me personally,
That's why I'm like literally asking, because I want to know what is it that really that really made people go, nah, this ain't it. For me, I found that the ending was okay. I mean, sure, there were some holes here and there, but overall, it was like, it wasn't that bad. What were you think about that?
for me personally, like feeling wise, like how do I say it? Like I don't know, like for example at end part where they were talking about how they're gonna like be sad about having to change their lives and whatnot.
Yeah,
Like that really like hit me like in a spot. Like it really like reminded me of back when I was with my friends and like it was the last day of my
very school classic. Yeah,
exactly. So like I really literally thought about that times and like nah, I should really have appreciated it. So like it took me back all the way then. But like that's like the best part of the series for me.
yeah.
Which basically means that I don't know how to feel. Like it's just like comfortable. I guess it was comfortable, but
Yeah.
it was also like those loopholes. Yeah, like there was some stuff like they had to explain with Max, for example. Like she was in a coma for 2 years. How did she like manage to graduate? Like that does not make no sense. Like
Maybe she sped up her studies,
nah.
because you do realize they said after the show, like, was it 9 months?
Okay. Besides that, where is she staying? Her parents are like, I think if I'm not mistaken, dead. Her brother is dead. Like,
yeah. Maybe she's foster home, family, people, someone taking care of her.
okay. And then everybody's saying that 11 died on like, or she's actually
You know that
Mike's imagination. So he's alive. Like these two guys look at the movie. Let's see, Mike's imagination was 3 waterfalls. That was his fantasy. But then when she went to had 2 waterfalls, which is in Iceland, which is real. So not a fantasy. So like that means that she's actually alive. That think about
I personally enjoyed that part due to the fact that it kind of leaves the audience in a way like, hey, what do you make out the rest of the story? Do you want her to still, do you want her dead or do you want her alive? So for me, I felt like it was a pleasant cliffhanger.
the art of the Christians like cliff.
Yeah, all pun intended. But I felt personally it was okay. It wasn't that crazy, and it's left for the audience to basically make out. For me personally, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it wouldn't make, like, mentally it wouldn't make sense for her to just like die, right?
Yeah.
Because then it's like, okay, from her personal perspective, it's like you just sacrificing yourself. For me, I feel like personally what she did so she could be able to like protect Mike as well, because like no matter where they go, they will still, be chasing them all around. So her leaving like that basically is putting like a hedge of protection over them, and like her going away and being able to like fend for herself and like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
not having this weight on her shoulders. Like she has to protect each and every one of them, and besides that, now they have what's his name, because now he has powers apparently.
Will.
Yeah, so now they have Will, who
Technically not, because his powers are coming from the
his powers
from the upside down, basically.
his powers are triggered by the
Yeah, basically he was like stealing it from Vecna, but now Vecna's dead, which doesn't make any sense. We're into that.
Why?
Now Vecna's dead, he doesn't have any powers, so he's just a normal gay boy.
Wow. Okay.
Like happy.
Uh, okay. But why is Vecna dead doesn't make any sense from your perspective? They
No, not Vecna, sorry, I meant Mind Flare.
Mind Flare.
That's controlling Henry, which is Vecna.
Yeah.
Because the Mind Flare is supposed to be like a dust, like demon, wasn't it? Like in the upside down, guys.
Yeah.
Tell me why he turned into a spider in the end of the series.
I don't know, he evolved.
What do you mean evolved? In the end of the series, they even showed us him as the flashback of Henry's flashback when he was a kid in the cave, when he got his powers for the first time.
The Mind Flare was the Mind Flare or
the Mind Flare, yeah. It's like talking to him in the cave. That's why Henry didn't want to go to the cave, because it like gave him is that in the flashback? We saw the Mind Flare as a dust particle, the same thing that came out of Wiz, literally. So Will, when he was in the video. So like it doesn't make any sense for it to be a physical, like an entity that you can like touch. It's supposed to be like a dust thing, like dust particle. Exactly. So that means that the Mind Flare is actually technically not dead. That was just like the spider.
Loki, that's the same, because yeah. So you mean like it probably possessed like a creature.
Exactly.
To harness. Yeah, so it's this is how basically when we talk about this, how spirits operate, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with how the giants were in the days of Noah, how they were, because people are like, how is it like spirits or the giants are still roaming around? Like the giants died because they drowned, but the spirit still lives on. It's the same thing when Christ cast out the demons from the possessed kid, and put those demons, because they begged him to send us to the herd of swine, right? So they're always looking for inhabitants, right? They're always looking for bodies to inhabit. And yeah, the pigs end up drowning, and the spirits. That's the thing. Spirits cannot be drowned. Right? Spirits cannot be drowned. They can. they inhabit, and then with that body, when they have messed up that body, they move on to the next one. That's kind of how it goes. So yeah, it's that makes sense. That's one way to look at things. It's true.
Yeah.
True.
And people start making conformity gates. I'm not sure if you heard about this one. Conformity gate basically being the secret nice episode of Stranger Things.
Is that
To be honest, I believed it so much. Like I literally saw like all the loopholes and everything. Like people talking about conspiracy theory. I'm like, it has to happen because how many loopholes there were. Like it genuinely had to happen in my head. Like
what is that exactly?
it was basically like talking about like all the loopholes and strange things didn't make sense. For example, in the end, the Wheelers, Mike and Nancy, they turned into their parents, even though they said they didn't want to become like their parents.
Yeah.
And like after Mike started looking like Mr. Whatsit, and like there was a Mr. Whatsit game in the background, even though like Mr. Watsit's supposed to be dead by then. Like so many like, stuff.
But to be fair though, them saying that they started acting like their parents, that comes with age though.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed is like the more you age, the more you low-key start becoming like your parents, but not like, I feel like not like them exactly per se, but it's more so like you become more aware and much more serious about certain things. So maybe that's what they meant with that. But yeah, sure there could be some loopholes here and there, but I feel from my personal perspective, I feel the show had a decent ending. It was okay. It was okay. It was like it just shouldn't be just dragged all the way. I feel like it ended the way it ended. I was like, yeah, okay, now let's just move on.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing too about the final fight. I was thinking like at the final fight, right, when they were fighting the spider,
Yeah.
shouldn't there be Demogorgons around? Like even they said it. Like even the guy said it in the documentary.
Yeah.
Even he said it. Like should there be like Demogorgons in the upside down because like that's where they should be spawning from. And the Duffer brothers looked at him and said, "Oops." They said, "Huh? Yeah. We forgot. Yeah, about that. You come." Nah, they said, "We'll come to that. We'll come to that." They never came to that.
Never came to that.
Never came.
Wow. Yes, so, and I noticed that too. They were just fighting that. They were just fighting the entity. Maybe at the moment it seemed like they have defeated as much demigorgons as they can. I don't know, but they practically emptied the upside down with demigorgons.
Yeah.
But it's true. I noticed that actually. Yeah. We're only fighting the mind flare. It's crazy.
But one thing I did love about the old Stranger Things, actually, like in the season 3, season 1 and season 2, was basically the aesthetic, like before the Netflix money came in. Like I genuinely love the mystery behind like the upside down, making it like a horror. Like it genuinely felt like something you don't want to be in.
Yeah, but
And then you have the military coming in and like making all these bases. I'm like,
no,
you made it into a joke, and it's
it became a place where they could just go in at any moment.
like I keep thinking about that scene where
Yeah.
I was thinking about the scene where what's the name? Steve and what's the name of the guy that had long hair that died because the bats is it upside down?
Oh yeah, I don't remember his name, but it was the guy with the health club.
Exactly, Hellfire Club. Or something.
Yeah.
So basically, I remember that scene when they were like walking on like they didn't want to step on the vines, so it doesn't like wake up Vecna. Clearly, that doesn't work anymore. Like,
But you notice like one thing, because I heard an argument about that. One thing they did say though is like I think they've put that place ablaze, and they kind of like cleaned that place in a way. Like there was no more. That's why that's why they were able to go down there without like masks and all that stuff. So I feel like due to what happened in the previous season, so they're like, yeah, now they were able to access the place. But still, it was too funny how they could just be able to just do that all of a sudden. It's like a road trip. They were literally taking road trips down there all of a sudden.
yeah, like for example, the switch between season 4 and then season 5, like the ending of season 4,
Yeah.
the cliffhanger, bro, with the upside down bleeding into the real world, and the smoke in the air, and the ground is breaking up, and then you enter season 5 where they're sledding down the hills. So like they were like, bro,
Literally.
how do you cover the thing that 11 was using like season 3 to like her whole power is trying to like close the gates with metal sheets. Like how did that happen? Like how?
It's wild.
And
So-
one last thing.
Yeah.
Shouldn't the Hopper be like in extreme danger? Like he killed a lot of military people and they're not gonna do nothing about it.
Like accountability.
Exactly.
Hold on a
It's like
second. Hold on a second.
15 military people.
Okay. Hold on a second. Because those military guys were the corrupt ones who were trying to harm a child. So
I mean, who's gonna stop them?
Harper, that's who's gonna stop them.
And Nancy, a normal girl that used the gun full.
Like that, yeah. Freaking yep. I don't see any problem with them. No. Yep. No, but this was good because it's good to delve into because we're gonna talk about it in the previous episode, but we had like a lot more to talk about. I feel like way important, but this was like our perspective on the whoever is listening to us and watches Stranger Things. So from our own take, what we perceived, and I feel like, hey, they did an okay job.
Yeah.
They did an okay job. So, man, I'm telling you, there's one thing for switching up gears when it comes to like psychology and how important it is for people to understand, because with what's going on in the media nowadays and this particular group of people who are snatching up folks in the streets and even though they are citizens or whatnot, if you know, you know. We shall name no names.
Exactly.
But I need ice cubes on my drink. Don't forget, like I need some ice cubes on my drink. So yeah, we'll be able to get that. But anyways, yeah. So the thing I want people to know, it's really important, because I always say like when we're gonna post an episode, it has to be a meaningful episode. For me, it's really, really important to talk about stuff that is going on in the world, whether it's the physical aspect of things or the spiritual aspect of things. One thing that is critically important to understand is whatever people perceive on the TV screens, not everything is reality. Not everything is reality. And especially notice when stories go viral. What do I mean by that? Psychological operation. Let that marinate for a second. Wait. Okay. No, what do I mean by that, right? Psychological operation is essentially when you're able to put forth situations, occurrences that take place that makes the viewer who is perceiving that from a distance, right? From a distance. I'm not even talking being there present, from a distance, such as TV, social media, right? Puts them in a certain emotional state where they feel all sorts of pain, anger, and distress.
Like music frequency.
Stress. Music frequency as well. But in this case, it's basically what happens when you perceive stuff with your eyes, right? And you feel this certain emotional attachment to the story. And then there's another thing that people need to learn too is, if you could be able to go in and type on Google and type in crisis actors and what it means. Like, I want people to check the word psyops. Check the word psyops, and I'll explain that in a moment. But check the word psyop and check the words crisis actors, right? And what they mean. This is I'm sorry, but this is extremely important to understand. Psyops are, as I said, psychological operations that take place where they create scenes where it seems like someone is being harmed or something, right? And you watch it on your social media platform, and you have this heightened emotional distress, and you go like, oh my goodness, like I cannot believe like this is going on, right? You're in such stress and in such pain emotionally that you're like, how can this be happening? But you don't know that in actuality, this is a second word. you don't know that most of the people that are on the screen are crisis actors. So it's critically important to understand, okay, so well, what is crisis actors, right? Crisis actors are essentially, it's literally that people who show up, they get paid a certain amount of money, right? And they're cast, I would say, to be in a certain situation in anguish. It's either they could be interviewed. If you've basically seen it, right? When they're like, oh, I was there, and yeah, man, there was like 3 people who got shot, and it was crazy. And you could see like blood on his you could see like maybe some blood on him and stuff like that. And he's really put in that work, right? Or you see the victim side of things where the victim is shot, right? Allegedly, like he's shot, like, right? You saw it, he's shot. But you don't know, like, the person who was shot is really not dead, right? They put it out there so people could feel a certain type of way, so they could riot, feel anger and pain, and be able to create chaos in the society that they're in. And one thing that is really important is notice how quick a story goes viral. Like, one thing I want people to understand, stories don't go viral unless they make it go viral, right? It's really important for them. Everything is being controlled. Like, they put out things that they want you to see, right? Everything is controlled by them. So that's why it's important to be alert. Pay attention to stories that go viral pretty quick, right? I feel like that's really important to note, because people may see stuff and go like, man, I can't believe they did this to him. Can't believe they did this to her. How can they do such a thing? Well, you don't know, like, oh snap. These people are paid actors. These people are paid actors. And the people around that are taking the videos, they are what we call handlers, right? They're handlers of the actors, of the so-called agents, or what the case may be. It's literally camera, lights, action. Yeah, that's camera, lights, action in real time. And this is the thing too. This is what I want to know too, because it's very important. Because there may be 4 or 5 people there. So there you have the ones taking the videos so they could get the story viral. They'll get all the angles to get the story viral. You get, like, let's say, the victim who is down, right? And you get the people who are like with the guns and whatnot, right? Now, outside of these handlers, actors, or whatnot, right? You have the real people who are somewhat participating too, because they can see that and they don't know that what's going on is actually acting, and that's why I'm saying, like, they could get in trouble, because again, it's the emotions being heightened. That's why it's important to be emotionally in control, right? Don't lose control of your emotions. Otherwise, you get carried away and be like, hey, why are you guys doing this to this person? But you don't know, like, the reason behind that. So they could push that into social media and then make people feel irate and stressed and just like in panic and in fear and increasingly in anger. Again, not to say that this stuff don't happen. But notice the stories that go viral quick. Notice the story, because killings do happen. Don't get it twisted. People do get harassed, trashed, and all put down to the ground and shot. For real, right? But notice the stories that go extremely viral. Those ones, pay more attention to them. How quick did this story go viral, right? Because the ones that they don't want you to go viral, it's like, oh, you hear from a third person, you're like, oh, what happened? Yeah, they snuffed him, they killed him, took him out, right? It's very important to be alert on this kind of stuff. So that's something that I want to know to people. Is very, very, very important. So so you don't get too attached to certain stories and be like, sad all throughout your day or whatnot. Sometimes you just have to, like, detach yourself from stuff like that and be like, okay, what's really going on here? What are they trying to show me? Right? What are they actually trying to show me here? Yeah, it's
By the way, on the same topic which you're talking about, I just like came up, like just realized something just now.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man Miles Morales game.
Yeah.
There's a certain group of people, Roxxon, that know that's exactly like how you're talking, like people that are acting up like in America.
so there you go.
Yep.
That's what's the so-called crisis actors. It's in the game.
It's in the game. Something like that, yeah.
Wow, this is literally what I'm doing.
There's a lot of stuff in that game actually.
Yeah, that is secret.
Yeah,
Yep.
Rage accidents.
Yep. Bridge implosion. California dreaming. I talked about this, how California is about to face an eruption and a seismic earthquake that would just literally destroy the entire California coast. But people are not taking it seriously. And the people that are there in question there in California, they know that this is about to happen. Some of them felt certain movement going on. But it's like, when you don't have the financial stability, like it's difficult to, like, one thing I was thinking about is like, okay, yeah, you told people about this and they know about it. There is literally a volcano underneath the sea, but how in the world can these people move, right? I mean, what can they do? I was trying to, God forbid, but I was trying to put myself in the position. I was like, okay, if this was, how would I be able to like just move just like that? Best they could do, man, is just for protection. God's protection. Once those sirens go off, you try your best to seek shelter and just or flee from there as quick as possible to you and your family.
Yeah.
But it's wild. It's wild. These are the things that are going on in the world.
Yeah.
Look at the crazy stuff that are going on in the world. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. But this is episode 19. And there's one thing too. This is some breaking news, I suppose. We are officially on Apple Podcast. We are officially on Apple Podcast. We officially came to an agreement, and we are partnered with Apple Podcast. So if you are a listener and if you're a listener all this while, that means you have Spotify. But if you have someone who doesn't have Spotify, right, but they have Apple Podcast, this is a good chance to set it over there. So yeah, this is good news. It's been a long time coming, and now we're officially on Apple Podcast as well. So
Yep.
Any last words?
Stay safe. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And yeah,
get your vitamins. Get your vitamins for
and stay away from ice cubes.
Yep, indeed. I need ice cube in my drink. Like for real. I made it.
I don't see no drink on the table.
Wow, it's just for swings. Wow, it's crazy. Wow. God bless.
God bless.
God bless.